Hello fellow YouTubers and welcome. Today I'm in the Kidd, the Tier 8 Premium American Destroyer that's a bit of a jack of all trades. She's what I would call a classical support destroyer, and she's a pretty old ship. She's been in the game many years, and I thought, you know, finally let's give this girl some love. Let's take her out, do some rank matches and see what we can do. So what will follow this build is a set of rank matches I had over the last few days to give you an idea of how this ship plays. Okay, so concealment's quite good with this build. I managed to get it down to 5.8 kilometers. For a tier 8, that's pretty okay. There are stealthier ships, like Cossack springs to mind, the Kaguro on the Japanese side of things, but they're not that much more stealthy. We're talking 0.3 of a kilometer. Now, maneuverability wise, she's got a top speed of 39.9 knots, but she does have a speed booster that can take her over 40, which is nice to have. She's got a reasonable turning circle of 620 meters and a reasonable rudder shift of 3.9 seconds. Her AA defense is above average. It's not bad. She's got a Rylocan guns and Bofors. Okay, you can use that, but of course you will get detected, so use it only when it's applicable. Like when you're in smoke or behind an island or out of danger. It is very decent AA, however, for a destroyer. The depth charges have a maximum damage of 5,100, number of charges are 2, and the bombs in the charge are 10 with a 40-second reload time. That value there is actually quite high for a destroyer. Quite impressed with that. Torpedoes wise, she gets one set at 5 torpedoes with a reload time of 122 seconds. She's more about the guns than the torpedoes. The maximum range on those is 9.2 kilometers and the damage is 16,633, but with a very decent detect of 1.1 kilometers. However, they only do 55 knots, so don't expect too much from them and you won't be disappointed. Now, with the main battery, she's using the American 127mm Mark 32s. They've got a 5% chance of fire on the HE shells, and they do 1800 on HE and 2100 on the AP. Unfortunately, the armor pen of the HE is quite poor at 21mm, so really you're using your HE to farm superstructures and set fires and not much else. Okay, so bear that in mind. The reload time is 3.3 seconds and she's got 5 turrets with 1 gun mounted in each, so she's a 5 gunner. Survivability wise, she's got 20,500 hit points with this build and the appropriate flags. Armor layout is pretty typical of a destroyer of her class, with the 19mm plating on the hull and 13mm on the superstructure. Now, if we look at equipment, this is what I'm currently running. I'm running main armaments modification 1 in slot 1 to keep the guns alive. Then in slot 2 I'm running engine boost modification 1, which gives you that 30% extra action time on the speed boost. Okay, which is nice to have. That gives us 2.5 minutes of speed boost. Quite nice to have. Then we've got the aiming system modification 1 to bring the shells under control and give them tighter dispersion so we can get more shells on target. Land more shells equals more chances of getting a fire. Then in slot 4, propulsion modification 1, which gives us a 50% boost to our acceleration. And then finally we finish the build with concealment system modification 1, okay, to give us that juicy 96 detectability, getting us down to 5.8 kilometers. Now, for the captain build, I have my good friend Halsey here. Now, this currently actually is my build for my Sherman, but it works very well with the Kidd, and I will tell you why shortly. Okay, so we start with the usual 10-point spend: preventative and maintenance, last stand, survivability expert, and concealment expert. After that, we then pick up adrenaline rush, and then your choice out of RPF or superintendent. Whichever of those you didn't pick the other one, so you end up with this. And then with our last point, we spend it on consumable specialist to bring those consumable reload times down by 7.5%. And the reason I've gone with this is she's got American smoke, so the American smoke lasts well over 2 minutes. If you like smoking your team and you like supporting your cruisers, then having 4 smokes on hand is very useful indeed. And these long smokes, your teammates will love it. You will actually get karma points if you place these smoke screens in the right places. Okay, so very strong smoke, so hence Superintendent. Again, she's a healing ship. She can heal, so giving her an extra heal makes her somewhat tankier. And then, of course, extra speed boost is always nice to have in the late game when you're chasing down an enemy destroyer with your RPF. However, if you wish to drop that, I wouldn't hold it against you if you were to take, for instance, main battery and AA specialist, which would get your gun reload down a little bit more and give you a fraction more DPM. It all depends on whether you want a more support role or whether you want to go aggressive with this ship. Okay, so those are my recommendations. Let's take her for a spin. Okay, the map's straight, it's domination mode, and I'm in the Kidd. You're probably wondering, what's a Kidd? It's a classic American destroyer along the lines of the Benson and the Farragut. It's, what do I say? It's got 5 127mm guns. I'll put a full build at the start of these videos. I'm just going to try her out. I got this thing for Christmas out of a Christmas loot box. If you haven't watched my Christmas loot box 100, yeah, it was quite revealing. I did get a lot of ships, including this one, the Benham, yeah, the Hoffman, and a few others. I might even have to name drop the Brisbane into that. It was a pretty good run. I felt like I got my value for money. I did cash in on the birthday token as well, so it wasn't as expensive as it sounds, and I did get over 20,000 gold out of those crates as well. So if you haven't seen that video and you like watching people opening loot boxes and taking random chance, I mean, it's disgusting gambling, isn't it? But it's there if you want to watch it. Okay, plug shameless plug. Anyway, I'm going to move into C. I'm going to cap this for the team. I like running RPF on the Kidd. She is essentially a gunboat. She has torpedoes, but they're not that great. She's got 5 127mm guns, and more importantly, she has healing of a reasonably decent value, almost 3k a pop. So having 4 of those will give me, what, 12k healing? Something like that. Which is pretty dumb. She also gets 4 of these colossal American smokes that last for over 2 minutes. With this build, of course. Full captain build at the start of the video. I took Superintendent, so hence the reason I've got the extra heal and smoke in my back pocket and the extra speed boost. Now, I'm just smoking for the Congress and for the Akazuki, because my smoke lasts longer than an Akazuki's by at least 60 seconds, so I want my team to take full advantage of my incredible smokage. Of course, smoking is a nasty habit. I only do it in destroyers, and it's only to help the team. So their Loyang is just sat there. I can't resist that. I can't resist that. I've got to fire on him. Just chip him away. Now this map, this particular map, straight, is all about tic-tacs. It's all about tactics. They've got a Cossack. They've got a Loyang. It's a very tense map because all the action occurs on these 3 caps in the middle, and it's not a very big map. Okay, the flanks are nice and wide and open. But if you want to win on this map, it's all about contesting these caps in the center. Now I'm just gonna sit here and wait to go dark, because my main role here is to be annoying. My main role is to light enemy ships for my team and to get as much spotting damage as possible. This map is not about sinking enemy ships unless they make mistakes, right? You're waiting for the enemy team to make a mistake, and if you get caught out, their fleet is nearby. The map naturally causes the enemy ships and your ships to huddle a bit. So if you get focused, you'll get focused by the entire team. So it's a bit nail-biting. It's a bit seat of the pants. I'm just going to sit here out of my smoke. The smoke was for the Congress. The Congress has wandered off. So I guess maybe I should have pinged the map and made it really obvious to the guy. I mean, I smoked right in front of him. He should have seen it. I believe the Congress has radar, so he could have radared the Loyang and he could have put some pressure on. Oh, and the Cossack. But I guess the Cossacks just out of radar range. Lo Yang must be here, because I got lit there. So Lo Yang is hovering or floating around that island nearby. RPF says he's just behind that island in front of me, slightly to the right. Oh, new player. Now that could be the Cossack. The Cossack might have pushed down from the ACAP. I'm lit, so I'm gonna just throw her into full forward. And yeah, it's a Cossack. Okay. And he's just sat in the middle of his smoke. So we're just going to back off a little, because I could get focused here. And he's lit. And down he goes. Okay, so there we have it. So I like the Cossack. Enemy team is aware of the Cossack. And Cossack gets taken down. I can only assume he got radared by the Congress, but the Congress looks to only just be in radar range. If at all. I'm quite surprised he stayed lit for so long, but there must have been a radar there. Okay. Akazuki's backed off. He's looking healthy. Again, staying on the corner. Being annoying. Lo Yang's still hiding behind the island, so we got this Mexican standoff between me and the Lo Yang. I'm just wondering, is he running Hydro? Is he running Speed Boost? What's he running? We don't really know. If he's got Hydro, that's going to be a problem. I think I might have got lit by his Hydro, not the Cossacks earlier. Okay, let's just move into the B cap and see what happens. I've got smokes on standby. I can always back off. I've got the power of my fleet right behind me. All the ships are there. And I'm feeling pretty confident because I've got the Akatsuki to my right, who's a proper gunboat. So this ship I kind of feel is more like a hybrid. You can probe caps. You've got long smoke. She's more of a support vessel. She's good for supporting the team. Good for spotting. You see I got 66,000 spotting damage, so sitting on that corner was effective. And just generally lighting and being a pain, being a pest. That's the kid's all about, being a pest. Okay, we're moving over to the Akatsuki now. There's the Lo Yang, sat in his smoke. I'm keeping my distance just in case he's running Hydro. And we've taken a cap for the team, and I'm just putting some American smoke down for the Akatsuki. It's amazing what Japan and American can do if they work together, right? Okay. Got hit fairly hard there, but that's okay. Got picked up on by the lens radar, but that's okay. That's okay. Torps incoming. They're out of range by the look of it, so that's good. And I'm just going to back off now and leave the push to the battleships, but support them. So if I feel like there's a target that needs burning down, pretty low damage game. Enemy ships are, well, the enemy fleet's lost 2 ships. The Lo Yang is low. The Brandenburg is low. Well, he's taking some damage. He's not that low. Ipiranga is looking pretty low. Okay. Now I'm feeling pretty confident because the Lo Yang's low. They haven't got a Cossack. The Cossack absolutely terrifies me. His DPM is a lot higher than mine. So in a straight gunfight, even with the heel, I'd be in a lot of trouble. I think I could take a Cossack if I had the jump on him. If I had the jump on him, I spotted him first, which is unusual because, let's face it, Cossacks go, what, 5.5 kilometers to detect. So you treat them with utmost respect and you'll be fine. Okay, just, you see a Cossack, back off. That's my advice, back the hell off. You're here to light for your team. So 97,539 spotting damage. 2 caps, basically. And there's the Lo Yang moving out. Oh, what a shame. If he'd come out earlier, he'd have hit a torpedo. Okay, just going to finish him off. Yep. Okay, and now the Iparanga is he firing on me? I'm not sure. Those shells for me. Ah, this is just secondary fire from the Brandenburg and the Iparanga. So again, we're just going to back off. Wait for it all to settle. Okay, Low Yang launch torps. Not too surprised with that. And we're invisible again. And we're lighting for the team. And we got 105,322 spotting damage for the team. This is all about tactics and strategy. You are a support ship, so you are literally supporting your team's push here. Akatsuki is smoking. Interesting. I've still got 2 smokes left, so I'm golden. I could smoke the Congress, but I think he's going to take full advantage of the Akatsuki smoke. I'd like to think he will. Okay, got the LN spotted again. I might get radared, but at this stage in the game, I'm not too bothered. I'm going to lay a curtain here, and that allows the Congress to push up if he wants to. And it also gives the Akatsuki a chance to push up too if he feels so inclined. Ooh, LN torpedoes. Okay, managed to avoid those. Got the speed boost on. And I'm literally just cloaking the fleet. As you can see, I'm slightly to the right of the fleet and I'm dropping a cloak of American smoke. And again, I'm pretty healthy. I've still got 3 heals. So I'm not too scared of the radar, if I'm honest. Enemy fleet's looking a little hacked up, so we're going to push into A next. I've got the entire fleet behind me. And notice how we've been advancing through this map as a team and staying within about 5 kilometers of each other. Very strong. The lemming train is strong on this map. I don't normally recommend it, but punching through the middle in force at the right time, not right at the start of the match, but when you've softened the enemy team up a bit, it's a really good strategy, a good tactic. If you go down the flanks, you tend to get isolated because your teammates rarely come with you, and if you get isolated, the enemy team will be in that nasty ball and they will focus you down. So this strategy works very well on this map. Very well indeed. Not a high-scoring game, but because of the spots and because of the caps, I'm confident that we've done well. Okay, so we've got a star earned. We got almost 1 million credits. Not bad for 5k damage. And top of the team. 1823 XP. Chuck a few compliments round. And as you can see, not really much to speak of there. Okay. Right, well, let's do a few more. Okay, this time we're on the map Riposte, and I'm in the kit, and Tirpitz, Tennessee, Iparanga, Shimanto, Mains, and a Lightning to deal with. Okay. Now, the Lightning's got Hydro, so I'm going to have to be a little careful of that. I've got a Belfast 43 with me. That ship got buffed, so I'm expecting a strong performance from him. Also got San Diego, so that's a lot of DPM right there. Picardy, North Carolina, and Iparanga. You have to watch out for that Hydro on the mains as well. And of course, the Shinmanto's got 5 kilometer Hydro. Okay. I quite like this map, I must admit. I quite like this map because there's lots of islands. The caps are quite close together. And it kind of forces you to play the game. That said, I have been on occasion seen people sailing along the lines of the map around the edges. I'm just going to leave some smoke here for the Belfast 43. Because he's my new best chum, whether he likes it or not. Yeah. We'll just leave that there for him.
Acknowledged.
Now, there's probably a destroyer coming into Kappa B. My RPF picked up on him, but C appears to be clear. So far.
Smoke screen set.
But I want to light targets for the Belfast, so I'm gonna head into B.
Enemy force detected.
I'm picking up ships tracking across to A. Okay. So there may not be anything here at all. Okay. It's probably still... I still think that's a destroyer. Okay, we're going to cap B very carefully. I'm getting ready to run if I have to. That's the reason I backed into the cap. Yeah, there's a mains over there as well. Okay, so it looks like at least 2 of their ships have gone A. C is still very much up for grabs. Weird. Ah, hello. Now something's capping A, and that'll be a destroyer for sure. There's the Tennessee, there's the Ipiranga. Okay, they're making a play for C as well. Okay, they've split into a 3
Torpedoes astern.
and a 4.
Engine boost deactivated.
Or 3 and a 3 even. No, it's a 3 and a 2. I'm pretty sure that's a destroyer at A. If I sound a little confused, it's because I thought we was dealing with 2 destroyers when we're only dealing with 1, the Lightning. That's it. Okay. Alright. There was the Tirpitz I picked up on RPF, not the destroyer, and their destroyer ended up going A. Alright. Got the Picardy with us, the Belfast to San Diego. They're getting some good damage numbers in. 18k spot damage so far. Yeah, torpedoes are rolling into the Tirpitz. Maybe 1? Yeah, 1 hit. Okay. I'm just going to go and camp the corner of this island here. Be slightly annoying. I need to reverse. Now the Tirpitz and the Ipiranga have one thing in common. Neither ship has Hydra. So I don't mind being too close to them. In fact, I don't mind being this close at all. We are absolutely raining hell on them. The light cruisers are making short work of these ships. And there we go. That's the Tirpitz dealt with. With some strong assist from the Belfast 43 and the San Diego. We lost our Picardy, but not the tankiest battleship, right? And he was up against 2 big ones, so okay. I get that. But we should be able to deal with the Ipiranga. We have a lot of firepower here. And he is already starting to look a little low. Oops, back up. He's down to 5k health. Down to 1k health. God damn. The Belfast chewed him up good. So did the San Diego for that matter. But I think he was targeting the San Diego because San Diego's swan-tailing away. That's good light cruiser play, by the way. The San Diego kept him distracted by dovetailing away and speed juking while the Belfast shot his soft parts along with my good self, and we set enough fires and did enough damage to take him down. So C is now up for grabs. I noticed something's Cap B. I imagine that's the Lightning has moved across. But we have a 1-ship advantage, even if our North Carolina's looking a little shaky. I think that's the Lightning. RPF is showing me. So we're just going to move in here and cap this. And then if you look at the position of our fleet on the mini-map, you can see that they're going to be providing me with plenty of cover to push into B. So I'm just going to hang here briefly. Looks like the lightning's on the corner. He's coming around this way. Okay. I think the Belfast can guard C. But I need to cap it.
Generator started.
An opportunity for a little bit of farming there.
All forces. Capture that area.
Gonna smoke the Belfast.
Affirmative.
Because I believe he's got Hydro.
Engine boost deactivated.
And then we're just going to take a run into the mid-cap. And again, I am literally just supporting the Belfast here. I want him to be screened thoroughly, because he's just a light cruiser. He's got no armor as such.
Smoke screen set.
And the Tennessee could make a nasty mess of him. So that's the Belfast screened. I still think that lightning is... I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he's not where I think he is. Maybe it's the Tennessee.
Astern.
No, he is where I think he is. Okay. He's just gone along. Okay. So he's further out. Belfast has got bored waiting for him and he's joining me in the mid-cap. I don't blame him. We can deal with the lightning later. We need to deal with the Tennessee and the Shimanto and the mains. Okay. I guess lightning will probably get C, but looking at the points, it's pretty even. And we can get a once the North Carolina and the San Diego push the mains off A with a little help from the Ipiranga. We're in good shape. We're in good shape. Okay, interesting. San Diego got the mains with a little help from NC. Yeah, I know. I think the San Diego and the North Carolina have got A, so I'm going to turn around and I'm going to head back and I'm going to deal with the lightning problem. There he is, being shown up by the Belfast.
All stations.
Where's he going? Where are you going? Oh, he's back right off. He's done a U-turn. Okay. These guns are really hard to aim with the floaty shells. But we still got a hit on him. Okay.
Torpedoes dead ahead.
Oh, he torpedoed the Ipiranga. That's not good. That's not good at all.
Torpedoes to port.
Okay. But we have 2 caps, and we're looking strong. Belfast is super low, though. And just avoids getting torpedoed. Just gonna... Oh, no, they ran out. Okay. Those were Shimanto torps, so they would have hit like a truck. Glad the Belfast avoided those. Okay.
All forces, capture that area.
There he is.
Ship is on fire.
We can just slap a patch on, smoke up, and down he goes. I'm smoking up in case the Tennessee takes a pot shot at me. I wasn't concerned about his hydro because he was super low.
Sir.
The lightning was super low, so I knew I could finish him off before I vanished. But sometimes it's good to just smoke. As long as you know you've secured the kill, just chuck the smoke on, because chances are someone somewhere out there has 12 guns aimed at you.
Smoke screen set.
And trust me, you don't want to get hit by a 12-gun battleship in a destroyer. It hurts quite a lot. He didn't shoot us up too bad either. And we've got 3 heals. Oh. Just cap C for the team. This has been a pretty straightforward match, actually. San Diego, great play from our light cruisers as San Diego took out the Shimanto.
Victory is in sight.
He's having a bit of a game, isn't he? Eh? But this map does suit light cruiser play because of the amount of islands that are available. And these guys know exactly how to use them. Shimanto finally got lucky with a torpedo on the Belfast. That's unfortunate, but we've just got the Tennessee left to deal with. Which shouldn't prove too much of a significant issue. North Carolina's done well to stay alive on such a low health ball. She's a great ship. Absolutely great ship. I love the NC. Tennessee finally took out the North Carolina. It took you long enough, right? But the map's pretty much ours with 2 minutes to go before we win. I'm going to keep half an eye on the Tennessee, but and I think our San Diego's taking a big risk. But that's his choice. He take a risk if you want. I won't be joining you. I'm pretty sure a 12-gun and battleship can almost one-shot me, so I'm just going to back off, even though he's on quite low health. Luckily, because these guns fire quite high shell arcs, I can get over the island and into his superstructure. San Diego took a hit, but he finished the map. What a game. What a game. Well played, San Diego. Very well played. Pulled the team quite well there. A lot of caps, my god. 3 cap captures and 1 assist. So yeah, top of the team. You see, it's all about the caps. 2,147 XP there. Thought the Lightning and the Tennessee played very well. And USA... the Ipiranga probably played well because it's an Ipiranga, right? But I'm going to give him some credit because he did get a lot of damage down. Tirpitz, that was Torps. Lightning. Just HE spam. 16,000 fires on the Ipiranga. Nasty. 56,000 total damage. 26,000 from the main battery. 24 of that was HE. 12k from the torpedoes. 16,000 from fires and floodings. 16,996 to be precise. We had the 160% credit booster on, hence we made just over 1 million credits. So good way to grind credits, this. I tell you what, let's do one. Okay, we're on the map Riposte again. I'm definitely getting some deja vu vibes from this. I've seen this map a lot today. It's a carrier match. Okay. And we're up against an Oland, a Yarzveld, a Tirpitz, a Lenin, a Massachusetts, and a Pobeda. Okay. I've got a Chape with me. That's a radar cruiser. Okay. Atlantico, Massachusetts, and a Tirpitz. Fine set of battleships there. And of course a Parseval carrier. So I'm just going to follow his planes for now. The nice thing about having a carrier on your team is they can spot view. The bad thing about having a carrier on your team is there's a carrier on the other team that's definitely going to be looking for you and is going to want you dead. So I'm going to have to bear that in mind. The Kids AA isn't terrible. It's adequate because the Americans have this philosophy that if there's a space on the deck going spare, stick an AA gun on it. So their AA value on most of their ships is quite good. Good to strong. In some cases, very strong. Not that it matters with the current carrier meta. But, you know. Just gonna chuck a smoke down for the Chape. Chape F, yeah. Because he'd probably appreciate that while he's farming these ships that I'm lighting for him right now. Well, the carrier's lighting for them, so that's another thing. Having a carrier on the map means I don't get to do the spots. The carrier does the spots. That could get you into bad habits. You can get lazy with a destroyer if you've got a carrier spotting for you.
Smoke screen set.
And get caught out occasionally, so always keep a half eye on the mini-map and try to adjust your gameplay accordingly. Now Pipita is sending his skip bombers right at me. Of course he is. Of course he is. So we're going to have to be a little bit careful. It's kind of peeled off at the last second. That's interesting. So we're just going to skip around the edge of that. It should be lit about now. Yeah. Okay. So we've got a few planes to shoot down. No biggie. But I want to go dark ASAP because I'm capping. And I feel like my wedding tackle is out on the kitchen table. And the butcher is about to apply a large chopper to them. Okay, so there's the Lenin. Jarsveld, Massachusetts. They've gone for a BC capture by the look of it. Although the Lenin is fast realizing that his destroyer, his Oland, has gone to sea and he's unsupported. He is supported, but he's sticking his neck out somewhat. Just checking the range on my torps there. 9.2 ain't great. I don't think we might get some into the Massachusetts. Maybe. Maybe. He's coming in tight. Oh. Okay, just had to sling the AA on again. Ah, we got 2 hits from the torpedoes. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. That's good. But now their entire fleet is firing at me. Oh my god. Okay. But you can see what I'm doing. I'm staying with the fleet. I'm supporting them with smoke screens. I'm lighting enemy targets. I'm playing the classic destroyer role. And American destroyers are very good at this sort of thing. No, they don't have hydro. No gimmicks. But the guns are decent. The torps are decent. The smoke is amazing. Having heals is incredibly useful. Because I'm actually allowed to make a few mistakes. Torpedo bombers. I believe they're going for the Massachusetts. They might be going for me, actually. I think those were for me. Were they for me? No, surely not. Surely not. Surely those were for the Massachusetts. Surely. Clearly. Clearly. He's bows on those, so he shouldn't take too much damage from them. See if we can start some fires on there, Massachusetts. And more planes. Shot 6 down so far. I got a fire on the Massachusetts. Yeah, because that makes sense, right, chat? Let's all go and capture C, where their entire fleet is, screened by a carrier. Let's not. Let's just farm the Massachusetts down. Let's do that. Okay, that's another plane shot down. I'm going all ahead full because he's dropping on the Massachusetts, but I don't want to get caught by that. No, thank you, sir. This is a good thing about these guns. I don't like the high arcs, except when I'm behind an island, at which point I'm thinking, thank God these shells have got high arcs on them. Because to be honest, it's great for hiding behind islands with that kind of light cruiser playstyle and just setting targets on fire. Atlantico finally finished off the Massachusetts B. Jarsveld is looking lowish. Yeah, he is looking quite low. And we're now shooting at the Tirpitz. And we still have 52 seconds of smoke left. You really get value from American smoke. You really do. But you don't have hydro. So looking out for those torps is always a good idea. Just gonna focus those planes. So we shot 9 planes down so far. Make that 10. Okay. And I'm trying to set fires right now on the Tirpitz. Our team's looking pretty shot up, actually. But they have lost a battleship, the enemy team, so that's good. Our carrier is fleeing. He's being chased down by a Tirpitz at the moment, but the Tirpitz is unsupported and on his own. Oh, he's got an Oland with him, but that really doesn't count for much. Our radar cruisers nearby, but looking very low. Very low, actually. The Tirpitz might get some lucky hits in and finish him off. Ah, the Tirpitz got the Yarsveld. Okay, that's good. And their Tirpitz is coming in tight on me, so we're just going to smoke up here and put some damage down. Tirpitz has no hydro, Oland has no hydro, and there goes the Tirpitz. And somehow our radar cruiser is still alive. And the Tirpitz just took another scalp. He got the Lenin.
Smoke screen set.
Okay, those are Tirpitz torps. Just about in range, 6 kilometer range on those, so they would have got me if I'd stayed there. Okay, and there's the Oland. Put some fire down on him if the aiming bug will let me. Okay, so somehow, even though we're all looking very wobbly, apart from me, of course, because I've got healing, and I've been somewhat cautious. You're supporting your team, you're playing cautiously, you don't push hydro, you don't push radar, you just spot and move away, and when you get opportunities to smoke up and fire your guns and set fires, and use your torpedoes wherever possible. That's essentially kid play. You can take on boats that destroyers that are hurt and are running away or low health because you've got heals, and the 127mm guns are pretty solid. I wouldn't say they're the best guns of this tier, but they're decent. They're decent enough. They get the job done. So I think the Oland's heading towards C, so we're going to go and see if we can pick him up at C. I imagine he's going to hook in and try for B, but we got Atlantico behind me and the Tapiev. I can't see him doing that really. Just going to drop some RPF torps. There he is. Oh, he's close. He is doing that. Okay, this guy has clearly given up. He's realised they're not going to win it. So let's end his misery. That should do it. Yeah. Torps were good, weren't they? RPF torpage for the win. Okay. She really is a fun boat, and I haven't at one stage in this game felt particularly stressed by her. I've been playing her a lot, and I find the playstyle very relaxing. You got those heals in your back pocket, and you can take a little bit more risk than you would normally because of that. Just don't do stupid stuff like pushing hydro. And be aware of where the hydro cruisers are, where the radar cruisers are, hydro battleships, radar battleships, CVs, planes. Just keep half an eye on the minimap at all times and you'll be fine. Unfortunately, you can't get this ship for gold or steel. Having said all that. So that's just a message to all you kid owners out there. If you got lucky at Christmas like I did and you now have a kid in your port, be kind to him. Take him out for a spin. He is really a lot of fun. He's a cool kid. A very cool kid. Okay. So we got over 1 million credits. Sunk a couple of ships. 72k damage. Not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, let's have a look at the team score. Got a couple of caps too, didn't I? Okay, 2,159. You see, you can be consistent in this ship. You can be consistent. It's a good little earner, this one. Okay, so we did 15k on the Tirpitz. That was 7k from the main battery and 7k from fires. Oland 5k, 43k on the Massachusetts. That was 19k of that was torpedoes. 11k of that was floodings. Telling. Yarsveld, 6,331, and the Perbuda. I tickled him, didn't I? Okay. And with the 160% booster on, over 1 million credits. Well, my name's Lone Gun, and this has been The Cool Kid. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you all for watching.